Shri Radha Krishnaya Namo Namaha. At first, I offer my humble prayers in the lotus feet of Lord Shri Radha Krishna. I also extend warm greetings and humble respect to all of you. Today, from the scripture UDDHAV GITA, the last message of Lord Shri Krishna, we will be listening chapter 9, where Lord is instructing his dear friend and devotee UDDHAV ji about glories of devotion and directions on meditation. The holy words from the scriptures are as follows. Uddhav ji said, O Krishna, the teachers of Brahman speak of various means of attaining well-being. Are all of them equally important, or only one is the foremost of them? Thou hast described the path of devotion to the Lord, which is independent, by which the mind, getting rid of attachment to everything, merges in thee. The Lord said, These words of mine, known as the Vedas, which had been destroyed by time at the dissolution of the universe, I first revealed to Brahma. In them is set forth that religion which inclines the mind to me. He declared it unto his eldest son Manu, from whom the 7 Patrichas and sages Phrigu and the rest got it. From those fathers it passed on to their sons, the Devas, Asuras, Goyakas, men, Siddhas, Gandharvas, Vidyadharas, Charanas, Kindadevas, Kinnaras, Nagas, Rakshasa, Kimpurushas and others. Various are their natures, being the outcome of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, by which beings are differentiated as well as their mind, and according to their natures their interpretation is various. Thus, owing to the difference of natures, people differ in their ideas, while some differ owing to instructions handed down to them through a succession of teachers, and others even go against the Vedas. O best of men, people deluded by Maya describe various things as means to the highest good according to their occupation and taste. As means to the goal, some mention duty, others fame, self-gratification, truth, control of the senses and control of the mind. Yet others mention splendor, gifts, food, and some again sacrifice, austerity, charity, vows or moral rules, universal and particular. The results attained by these means, being the outcome of work, have a beginning and an end, produce misery and end in infatuation. They give but transient joy and attain with grief. My friend, how can one attached to sense objects have that bliss which a man with his mind given up to me and indifferent to all objects derives from me their self? To the man who craves for nothing, who has subdued his senses and mind, who is even minded to all and is satisfied with me, all the quarters are full of bliss. Neither the position of Brahma or nor that of Indra, neither suzerainty nor the rulership of the neither regions, neither powers that come through yoga nor liberation. The man who has surrendered his mind unto me desires nothing else but me. Neither Brahma nor Shiva nor Balram nor Lakshmi nor my own form is so very dear to me as you. With a view of purifying myself by the dust of this feet, I always follow the sage who cares for nothing, is calm, bears enmity to none, and is even-minded. High-souled sages, penniless, devoted to me, and unsmitten by desires, calm and compassionate to all creatures, derive that bliss of mind which they only know who care of no gain and no others. Even a devotee of mine who, not being a master of his senses, is troubled by sense objects, is generally not overcome by them, owing to his powerful devotion. As fire kindled into a blaze burns the faggots to ashes, so, O Uddhava, devotion to me totally destroys all sins. O Uddhav, neither yoga, nor knowledge, nor piety, nor study, nor austerity, nor renunciation captivates me so much as a heightened devotion to me. I, the dear self of the pious, am attainable by devotion alone, which is the outcome of faith. Devotion to me purges even outcast of their congenital purity. Piety joined to truthfulness and compassion of learning coupled with austerity never wholly purifies a mind which is devoid of devotion to me. How can the mind be purified without devotion, characterized by a softening of the heart, the hair standing on end and tears of joy flowing out of the eyes? A devotee of mine whose speech is broken by sobs, whose heart melts and who, without any idea of shame, sometimes weeps profusely or laughs or sings aloud or dances, purifies the whole universe. As gold smelted by fire gives up its dross and gets back its real state, so the mind, by means of a systematic devotion to me, winnows off its desire for work and attains to me. The more the mind is cleansed by listening to and reciting the sacred tales about me, the more it sees the subtle reality like eyes through an application of collyrium. The mind of a man who thinks of sense objects is attached to them, but the mind of one whom remembers me is merged in me alone. Therefore, giving up the dwelling on unreal things which are no better than dreams or fancies, concentrate the mind, clarified by devotion to me, on me. The mind, the man of self-control should avoid from a safe distance the company of women, as well as of those who associate with the latter. Sit in a secluded and congenial place and ever alert think of me. No other association causes so much misery and bondage as that of a woman and those that associate with them. Uddhava said, O lotus-eyed Krishna, please tell me how and in what aspect, personal or impersonal, a seeker after liberation should meditate on thee. The Lord said, sitting on even seat at ease, with the body erect, placing the hands on the lap and with the eyes directed towards the tip of the nose, one should purify the passage of prana by means of inhalation, retention and exhalation of the breath, and should also practice slowly in the inverse order with the sense under control. Raising the syllable Om to the heart by means of pranayam, one should add to it the vowel. The Om is like the continuous peal of a bell, and extending it in it a thin line like a thread in a lotus stalk. Thus one should practice the pranayam coupled with Om 10 times, thrice daily. Within a month one will then control the prana. Within the body there is a lotus of the heart with its stalk above the point below and with 8 petals and a pericarp. One should meditate on this as inverted, with the flower upwards and open, and in the pericarp should think of the sun, moon and fire, one within the other in the fire again. One should reflect on the following form of mind, which is good for meditation. Symmetrical, serene, of a benign face, with 4 long and beautiful arms, with a well-formed and beautiful neck, beautiful cheeks, and a graceful smile, with shining alligator-shaped pendants in the well-matched ears, with a golden cloth, dark complexion like a cloud, and with a peculiar marks known as Shrivasta Lakshmi on the chest, adorned with conch, dust, mace, lotus, and a garland of wildflower, with the feet adorned with ringing anklets and the chest resplendent with the gem kaustubha, decked with a shining crown, bracelets, and a waistband, beautiful in every feature, appealing with the face and eyes, beaming with graciousness and exquisitely tender. One should meditate on this form, concentrating the mind on all features. The man of self-control should withdraw the organs from the sense objects with the help of the mind, and with the intellects as guide, direct the mind to my whole body. Then one should concentrate that mind distributed all over my body, one part, and think of the smiling countenance alone and nothing else. Drawing the mind which is concentrated on that, one should fix it on the supreme cause, the living. That too one should rest on me and think of nothing whatsoever. With one's mind thus absorbed, one sees me alone in oneself and see oneself united to me, the self of all, like light united to light. A yogi who thus concentrates his mind through intense meditation will soon blow out the delusion about objects, finite knowledge and action. Thus concludes Chapter 9 from the scripture Uddhav Gita, the last message of Lord Shri Krishna. Thank you for listening. Shri Radha Krishnaya Namo Namaha.